right, if that won't get our guys fired up, get me, Dave, fired up from last year's championship game at DeVore Stadium, Dave. And we rode with these guys all the way to the. We knew not to give up on our Monte Vista Monarchs. The champs are here, Dave. Thanks to the guys for coming through and joining us here, Dave. We got Gio Lopez, a senior, or a linebacker, running back. Braden Silie. Hope I get it right. Braden, you tell me if I got it. And appreciate. Yep. Great. Appreciate the sophomore joining us. Got it. Dave always wants to represent the up and coming stars. Randy Terrell as well. He's on the right there with us, and Rahshawn Florence. He gets the last billing because he's from last year too, where he came through for us. I think multiple times. I think on some of these interviews, right, with the Monarchs. Dave, great. Thanks for getting them, Dave. Getting the champs here.
Hey, I just gotta say first and foremost. It was great to see you guys on the buses. I don't know how many times you made the bus, but you made the bus quite often. Your energy was spectacular. And you guys brought that same energy week in, week out. And I'm sure you brought even more energy once you hit that field, especially in the playoffs. Once you heard that announcement, if we could press the rewind button real quick, you didn't even know it was going to be Coach Hamamoto's last year coaching now, did you?
No, we didn't know until after the season.
So now let's hindsight's 2020. Now you just imagine that, and you have no idea. But I see why he held that back, because he wanted you focused in on getting the job done. And I know you guys did a great job. What I wanted to ask first and foremost, we were trying to find it ourselves. Where did your number one running back, where did he end up?
He's at Mesa.
Oh, he did go to Mesa?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Gio, what are we going to do this year? Alex was one of the greatest running backs in the history of a school with some of the greatest running backs, right? We know the history of Monte Vista football and where he represents his place. And it's guys like you that got to pick up the... Now, Gio, could I just go in there and run behind the great offensive line that guys like Randy presents us and just be like the greats like Alex, like Chabon, going way back like Mac? Could I do it too with you?
Well, I mean, most definitely. I think I'm going to be more Braden, to be honest. You know, Alex was more like kind of like a shifty guy. He was more, he likes to juke people. But honestly, I like to run people over. I like the contact.
So have they already, with that being said, Gio, have they nicknamed you the bulldozer or something to that effect yet?
No, not yet. Not yet.
You know what? Watch the tape someday if you don't already know this man. But Tom Rathman of the San Francisco 49ers was probably one of the biggest and baddest fullbacks you'd ever seen. I mean, this guy was huge. And you kind of remind me of him, so maybe you can put on a show like that too, and just put that hand out and just start sweeping people out of your way, and that's when your line's going to come in. And while we're on that subject, tell us about your line, tell us about who came back, and who you're going to count on, and their name, please.
Go ahead, Randy. You're the lineman here of this group, and tell us some of you guys on there, and tell us what it means. Can anybody do it? Alex was great. He was a legend, but we got to do it with Gio, some other guys now, but we know the Monte Vista way. I'm not saying it can be just any old guy like Gio, but we know the line does it at Monte Vista.
Yeah, we got a couple guys. We do have 3 guys coming back from our line last year. So we're looking to see them do good. Even though they weren't starters on offense, they did play defense. So they know the game very well.
Oh, tell us some of them, especially if they're new, and as long as you know their names. I know
we have Anthony Costello, Joshua Hunt, and Ethan Campos. Those are a few. We're looking to see them do good this year. We also have somebody coming up from junior varsity, Jonathan James. He's a very big guy. He's a good center. I'm looking to see him work this year along with Braden, too. He's our tight end.
Now, you all have a history, and everybody in the league knows it, of running the rock. I mean, you guys are just known. You are going to pound the ball, and I can't even remember the last time we were a throwing squad. And it's up to you what you tell us. So don't give anything away. But I'm thinking Coach Culver is going to be very similar. Maybe tweak things a little bit differently, but I'm sure that he's going to, hey, if it's not broken, don't fix it, right?
Yeah.
So
go ahead, Dave.
So what I'm getting at is that's going to be your job, Randy, and Gio right there too, because I'm sure he's not going to be running every time. He's going to be doing some of that block, and also for some of the smaller backs. And while we're talking about that, who do you have running behind you? You got anybody that's so you can get some air and not take 35 snaps like Alex was taking, or probably more if I looked at the stat sheet.
Yeah, Joe, who's with you?
We have Dion Hunter and Dupree Flanoy.
Oh, we know Dupree made some. He was a big play, kind of a big play guy. It felt like from some of those big games last year. Yeah. Hey, Braden, what do you think of being a younger player on this team, the Monte Vista way? If you could characterize someone you're following up on these veterans here, we have a championship history at Monte Vista. How does it all work for a younger player to come in and, you're going to obviously have big assignments this year as one of the star younger players as a sophomore, but, just starting to get really feet wet with the way this program works at Monte Vista, especially, I don't want to say you guys don't have to worry about the change with Coach Culver because nothing changes with Monte Vista, Braden.
Yeah, honestly, it feels, I would say, kind of the same as anyone else. It's not really any different. Like, my phone was called the same way. I'm going to step up, meet the same expectations that are set for me.
Now, with that being said, Braden, I see that you're also playing at the tight end position, and that makes me wonder. Everybody's probably expecting you to also doing some chipping on your way out of the line, but are we possibly going to be involved in a little aerial assault? And if you can't tell us that because it's part of your just keeping it between you and your teammates, I totally understand. But is there a possibility that we could be going to Braden and airing it out? Because we all know the tight end position has really come up at all levels, from Pop Warner to the NFL.
Well, I think it'll just come down to how we play and really what the situation is. I mean, historically, we are a running team, but there's definitely a chance that, if I have a out lieutenant spot, I could get the ball.
Yeah. That's why I think maybe you would catch him off guard. I mean, I've seen a couple of reverses here and there over the years. Coach Hamamoto, he always had at least one or two tricks up his sleeve.
I think there's a whole wristband.
When it counted, and he needed to get that 1 point, that 1 yard. I don't know what it was, but I'm sure all he had to do is talk to you fellas, and it was pretty much, how much do you want it? I'm sure every game in the playoffs, it was, how much do you guys want it? Then go out there and do it.
Oh, for
Are we
sure.
pretty close on that, Randy? Are we pretty close?
Yeah.
No, for
We
sure.
definitely.
Yeah. Rahshawn, seriously, talk about the workload. I'm sure you wouldn't mind if some other guys got a chance to catch more passes. Now, if you have a year like you had last year on offense, I'd take it. You could probably do even better than that. And you had a monster year, but I do think look, they were a one-man gang almost in the receiving core last year. Yeah, Kasim had some catches in there too, and the other guys. But man, to have 1,000 yards on this team, the way this team operates, do you have some other cohorts this time to kind of spread the ball around? What's going on with the quarterback situation? Dave always wants the Monarchs to pass more, Rahshawn, but we know you need a little bit of mix in there, even if we want to run the ball 50 times a game.
Yeah, we still have the same quarterback. We were looking for a different quarterback, but we at the end we sticking out with our same quarterback, and we have a couple guys like Xavier Carpenter and then Makai and Dion.
And so Derek's back and doing the quarterback?
Yeah.
Derek Taylor? Oh, man, that's going to be great then. What do you think about the prospects of those other guys? I mean, look, you want them when you're a playmaker, you want it every time, but can we get another guy with at least some double-digit receptions this year, Rahshawn? Besides you, of course.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, they all have their different specialties and stuff, so it should like combine pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, just some history for you guys too, and I'm sure all of you might know some of this, but for these Monarchs, Ramon, since 2000, Monte Vista has won 4 league titles: 2001, 2004, 2018, 2019, and then reached 4 CIF San Diego section championship games, and that was 2003, 2013, 17, and 24. And we all know winning in 24, one of 3 San Diego section schools, 3 4,000 plus yard career rushers, Ian Miller,
oh yeah, don't
Darryl Mack, and the big man, Jamon
McClendon. Also, Derek Wiley was a great Monte Vista runner too. I watched him in the Rose Bowl one time after he graduated from Monte Vista. So, Gio, when you have this child, that's so interesting, Gio. We don't win league titles as much as we do CIF titles. That's maybe what it is at Monte Vista. But hey, you know what? This year, what do you think, Gio? El Cap? I don't want to say El Cap. They're off in the other league now. Grossmont comes in. I don't want to make a big circle on the scoreboard. We know, look, West Hills, Santana, they're all good. I'm kind of looking at Monte Vista. This is a championship contender. You guys know that, Gio. Their games are going to be great this year. This Grossmont Valley League, Gio, look, I know you want to win them all. It looks pretty balanced to me. I'm the observer guy with Grossmont, Santana, Monte Vista, West Hills in there. Give Valhalla some credit too. They came on kind of late last year. So, Gio, we can get a real league title here, these Monarchs.
Yeah, we could definitely win a league title. You know, I'm not too worried about other teams, you know. I haven't really seen a big hitter on any other team, you know. Pretty sure I can run them all over.
And that's a kind of, you know what, that is exactly the kind of attitude I'm sure Coach Culver can appreciate too, is having that confidence and speaking that confidence out and putting it out there and knowing that you're going to be able to do that. And I'm sure your teammates right there too have a lot of faith in you that, hey, Alex did it. Now I'm going to carry you on my back. And I'm sure they have all the faith in the world, right, gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What's the chemistry like right there, Randy, now with Coach Hamamoto? Look, incredible. What can you say about what went on with this team and the run you guys got on here? But like I said, you guys aren't expected to miss a beat. This is Coach Culver. I know you guys may know this. I know Dave knows it. He's already been the coach of this team 2 other times. So I imagine there's nothing different other than maybe miss a coach. I'm sure Coach come around once or twice. Coach Ham, hasn't he, Randy?
Oh, yeah. Our chemistry is definitely needs to improve just because it's new to us, not just because, like, the people on the O-line are semi-new from what we had last year. Coach Colbert is definitely doing a good job of helping us improve, but it's more so on us to communicate with each other so we can have the better team chemistry.
It's interesting, Dave.
Well, I mean, you got to look at it. You guys just won big championship, and for you guys to, it's your job. It's your job now to educate the younger ones, Braden, anybody else on the line. I mean, if you, I'd say what game 3, you guys should be in top form and getting ready for 3 more games, and then here comes league, and then that's when we're going to really find out who's the top dog, if you will.
Yeah, for sure, Rahshawn. Those games, those playoff. Let's try to make them less exciting this year when we get to the playoffs. I mean, you had everyone on the edge of their seat, Rahshawn, when those games were going down last year. I think Randy mentioned the Hoover game was full of giving you guys big confidence the way that one went down. But don't forget that Fallbrook game was so close. Rahshawn, what was it like going through those games? I know we clobbered Vista. We handled Bonita Vista. Those close wins, though, that had to breed your confidence a little bit and got us on that big playoff roll, man. What was it like, the momentum, the roll that you guys got on? We were there. I know it, but just rehash it.
It was like a big momentum because like every game was really close because we won by 1 point every game. So
every game.
Yeah, so just to keep moving on meant a lot for me, and just to stay focused and not get too comfortable. And yeah.
And that was a strange thing, Rahshawn, was you play a team like Fallbrook, and I remember having this conversation. It wasn't necessarily you that I had the conversation with, but it was really strange because you go to play a team like Fallbrook, they haven't won a game, they're 0-10, and you're going up there to play a team like that, you're thinking, well, they haven't even won a game all season, so is this going to be somebody that's just going to roll over? I guarantee if I know Coach Ham, he definitely is telling you they're not going to just roll over. And then you just look at the schedule that they played and the teams that they lost to some pretty big boys. So I think that is why they played such a tough game against you. What were your thoughts going against a team with that was 0-10?
At first I was kind of like nervous a little because of the teams they played, but once we got into the game, I started filling out the defense and everything. It was just easy. And yeah, everything went smoothly.
Yeah, I think they knew not to necessarily overlook it there. What do you think, Gio? I mentioned those teams, and we did play Grossmont last year. I know that you guys probably remember that game because it didn't go that great. So what does it take to beat a team like a Grossmont? And also the Sultans also gave us our other, I think, a league loss there last year as well. And the Vaqueros, I'm not concerned necessarily with them because they're not in the league anymore, Gio. So you said you're not worried about which opponent is in front of you, but we know that they're going to be on the schedule. I think that's an important game.
Yeah, I just think if we really study and, we, like Randy said, we need to have more chemistry. I think they're not going to be that big of a problem with us. I think we got it.
To add on to that, honestly, I don't believe Grossmont. They're a good team, but honestly, if our DBs and our D line can get the job done, they won't do what they did last year. We need especially for that week. I think we will need to be more conditioned. The Sultans, they had a good game. It was honestly that game was totally on us as a team. We let up too early. We let off the gas pedal, and they took the chance and they grabbed it. But it won't happen again this year. I'm hoping it won't. I'm gonna do my best to make sure it won't. And this whole team will.
Yeah, Santana's one of those teams.
Another nail biter, Dave. Yeah, go ahead. That was another nail biter that game.
Yeah, Santana's one of those teams that if you let them hang around, as you saw, you let them hang around a little too long, and eventually they're going to take advantage of any opportunity they get. But you were saying about Grossmont, they, you know what, they were able to stop Alex on quite a few plays. Uh, wouldn't that? I was really shocked because I watched that game and I was thinking maybe this is the time that Derek really needs to air out the ball because they're not going to be expecting that. And I know he's got some great legs too, but I also got to look at it from, and as you guys do too, you got to look at it from a coach's perspective. You also don't want to throw your quarterback out there and have him out in the first week. And we all know it's a great to have a running quarterback, but it's better just to step out of the pocket and seeing one in there to Rahshawn and get 6 that way, or a handoff, and let's limit the injuries because let's face it, we also were a smaller squad, not in size, but there's not as many of us, so we're going both ways. So we got to make sure that we stay healthy. And what you guys did last year, I mean, you put on a heck of a show. And what was like? I'm gonna actually go over to Gio again. Was there any point that you guys were feeling you were running out of gas at any point in the playoffs?
I was, but Gio, go ahead with you guys because it was incredible.
I think towards the end of it, like after it didn't really feel like we were letting off a little bit during the playoffs. You know, I just felt like we were all like hyped up about it. You know, because we almost didn't make it to the playoffs. So I mean,
Right.
I don't know. We were just all really happy about it. You know, we wanted to put on a show and we wanted to take it all.
Right. Remember, Dave? I don't know. I don't want to say it. They were maybe kind of an invitee in the way it broke down. But look what happened when they got in. Remember, they edged Fallbrook and Hoover, and then they won those big games against Vista. They beat Bonita Vista. We saw them coming out on the field there at basically Bonita Vista's second home, DeBoer Stadium, and then won that game over Pasadena, drubbed them 42-21, and then the Somerville game where, maybe we got to a point where at that point, man, all that moment, and that still was, we had our, I know it looks like a loss on the scoreboard, but you almost got to be kicking yourself a little bit, Randy, even in that game. The Somerville, the ending game with the regional final.
Yeah, that Somerville game, it definitely did hurt. Honestly, I think that was a week that our team kind of like, we were like, oh, we're tired. And a lot of our team was like slacking. So that's definitely played a part in it. When we knew we got into playoffs, we were all texting about it that morning in our group chat. And everybody was excited. And we did say like we were going to do the best we could to get a ring. And we did that. But we couldn't finish it out. But I'm hoping to do that this year.
Hey, Dave,
You know, with that being said, Randy, you definitely can't be short on yourself, though. I mean, you guys worked really hard. I mean, getting an opportunity. How many times does somebody jump out of or just say, you know what, I'm not going to play in the playoffs? And you guys must have been just going nuts that you're going to give us a pass to get into the playoffs and give us a chance to go out and get a ring. I mean, that was probably one of the more exciting times for the team, just to get in and know that you had that opportunity to go play these different teams, and you had the opportunity to match up well and beat some of these teams, and they didn't really know your playbook so much. I mean, you can only watch so much film, of course, and we know that Coach Ham, he is going to run it up your, run it down your throat, and he's going to keep doing it until you can stop him. And it doesn't happen very often, especially with the lines I've seen in the last couple of years. Wanted to also add to Coach Culver. He's also got a run-heavy offensive philosophy. Evident in 2000 in the 2000s record-setting opener, and defensive expertise for the 2024 playoffs and leverage veterans like Taylor. I mean, we didn't know what we had in Derek. Nobody knew what we had in Derek until your quarterback went down. I believe that was the first or second game that your starter went down.
How'd that go down, Rahshawn, last year again, early on?
Oh yeah, it was kind of different because we had a backup quarterback and we weren't so sure if he was going to do good or bad. But we just had to like find ways to just like be good and head the same way with the quarterback. And then once we got Derek back, everything was smooth.
I don't want to say I'm a know-it-all, Dave, but at 2-4, I mean, I really wasn't worried. I know we play. I think we got Coastal again this year. Hey, Braden, to be part of a championship tradition already. You're just a sophomore. I was asking you guys, hey, where's the rings, man? Can't you come on here and show a little bling? But Dave and I have followed this program a little bit, and there's been some other team leaders that kind of said, let's put the trophies away until the off season or something there. But you got something to build on. I see 3 seniors on this screen, Braden, and then I see you. So what does it take to become a leader? I know obviously with you here with us right now, these guys are already counting on you to be a big-time player on the team, but yeah, you got a guy like Randy here already firing me up with some of his motivation. How do these guys rub off on you, Braden?
Before you answer that, Braden, I want to add it and the ones he's talking about that they said they wanted to put all that away.
Yeah,
I remember it was like it was yesterday. It was the Schmidt brothers, Logan, Logan and his older brother.
Those guys are pretty awesome. I think Gio members them too, maybe. Go ahead, Braden. Tell me about the Monte Vista way and what you're going to be called upon after these guys are gone and what it means, the Monarchs.
Well, I mean, like you said, when these guys are gone, hoping to be someone that everyone looks up to, hoping to be a leader. It's kind of like people who I look up to. You know, they're older, you know what they're doing. People I listen to. Also with coach, obviously.
Randy gave me some guys, some linemen. Do you have tell me some guys you're looking up to on the team that we haven't mentioned yet on maybe the defensive side there, and maybe Gio can chime in and tell me some of the guys if Braden can't think of them all since he's cut him some slack here as a sophomore. But tell me some of these defenders, Braden, if you can, and Gio, that we need to look out for.
Definitely. Someone on defense would be Diego Sanchez, I believe. Rio Sanchez.
Okay, that's how you do it. Tell me all. Yeah, you guys work together. Give me some.
Nice. Definitely someone. Yeah, Kai Dean.
Well, Kai Dean, he had big plays too. He had big plays.
Deion Hunter.
You guys mentioned Xavier, yeah. Hunter.
Oh yeah, Randy, D-line, and also Espano is also someone that can look up to. So.
Okay, well, I don't want to forget anybody. Rahshawn, you veteran too. Any other names here for Dave and I to keep an eye on this year?
Honestly, probably like the whole defense. I feel like every year we can keep getting better, and this year we're just getting better. So basically everybody.
So, in other words, you're telling me who's going to be is that going to be you playing on the other way, or who's going to be pick heavy? Let's put it that way. Who's going to get the scoop and scores?
I'm hoping to get some this year.
That's right. Who here?
Not hit a QB.
This is Monte Vista. Show of hands. Who here is not playing two ways? Not playing on both sides of the ball at some point of the game? Nobody, huh? That's the Monte Vista way, Dave. You know, nothing. We don't just put our best guys. That's how it is sometimes with our numbers. Yeah, some of these guys are elite players in the Grosse-Pointe Valley League, but you know, you got to work on both sides of the ball. So I really appreciate, Dave, you getting the Monarchs together. If you got any other questions, but you know, I got Gio Lopez, linebacker, and the next Alex Villanueva. Could he get Could he get 3 dimes, Randy? 3 dimes worth of yardage?
I'm looking to see Gio perform for real. He's a real hitter. Honestly, he'll lower that shoulder. If you look at the Valhalla game, he got his first run. He ran him over, the first person that tried to tackle him. I'm really looking to see Gio hit. I'm looking to see Braden perform too as our tight end and as our linebacker. On last year in the playoffs, Braden definitely did help us out, especially in Bonita Vista when Kasim went down, and our other games. So I'm definitely looking to see everybody perform.
You know, I want to give a shout out to Kasim, as a matter of fact, even though he's not up there with you guys. Boy, I want to say that kid was a gentleman, a scholar. He really, his football IQ was amazing. And the way he was able to read the playbook, take those plays, and some of those blocks that he had. I don't remember the exact game, but I think you were back at the 18 possibly, and it was going to go out of bounds actually, and he popped somebody good, and then Alex went off into the into the other end zone, and Kasim was always good for something like that. And you know, he wasn't such a large guy, but up here and right here, he was definitely one of those players I think that was overlooked sometimes, and I'm sure you can all agree. He's definitely one of those guys that you want it running it ahead of you and clearing the way for you.
Yeah, that's kind of Braden too, right there. Linebacker, tight end, hybrid there. Braden, Silie also. Our guy Rahshawn Florence. Let's have another big season. Rahshawn, another monster year, and of course, my new my motivation guy. I think Randy Terrell. I think there we need him on an app or something to give us some motivation, Dave, from week to week. Really appreciate it. Monte Vista Monarchs. Dave, go ahead one more, and then we'll let them go. Get ready, and I know they probably stick with us if they didn't know they had to go back to school on Monday. Monday, I think, right, guys?
Well, I can appreciate them taking the time to practice, taking the time with us, and I think we're going to see quite a bit of you guys again. Don't get tired of the older guys. We're here to we'd like to see you guys do it again. And I just want to mention there's some on your schedule, non-league games. You're going to be playing Crawford, I believe. That one's going to be at Monte Vista. That's going to be, I think, the first game that you guys have, August 22nd, so the first Friday. Is that correct, that you guys will be taking on Crawford?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Crawford's
And,
always his team, yeah. Good coaching there, too.
And, I mean, I think it's a winnable matchup, but it's just going to take a lot of focus. And you mentioned that, too, in communication as well. And then, that the aim, you know exactly what you're supposed to do. And then I'm sure, and then you're going to be at Castle Park.
We're good.
So you got a couple of openers that are going to battle test you for league play. But we're going to let you guys go. But I want to say again, thanks for coming on after I'm sure it was cooking out there today and pretty warm.
I think, yeah.
We got you, Rahshawn. We're still with you. We're going to wrap it up with you, though. We running out of battery here?
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay. Go ahead, Dave. You're wrapping up with them.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to thank all of you guys and for
Is he on
bringing.
screen for you, or is he still lagging?
What's that?
Just get you go.
Yeah, they might be behind. They might have frozen up on us, Dave. So we'll let the Monte Vista Monarchs go. We got what we needed from them, and I want to thank the guys, of course, Gio Lopez, Braden, Silie, Randy Terrell, Rahshawn Florence. Appreciate you using your device and setting it all up, you guys. I think they hear us now. Good
Yeah.
job, you guys. We'll catch you. We'll catch you more. We don't need to take up all your early season time. All right. That's
I
going to
appreciate it.
All right, thank
And
you.
Bye, guys.
Thank-
Great job.
Bye.